What if I told you that there is a strategy game out there that you can play in the Bronze Age and you can choose between 52 different empires that existed in history, as well as learn a little bit of history once you're doing your story campaign? Well, that game exists and it is Ozymandias. Big thanks to Goblins Publishing for sponsoring today's video. Ozymandias is a Bronze Age empire building game similar in ways to Civilization, but with a much quicker gameplay and a more intuitive way of playing it. You'll see in a few moments what I'm talking about. If you guys use my link in the description, you can get Ozymandias for yourself. Right now, the game is 30% off, and the season pass will be 25% off, so don't hesitate. You'd really be supporting the channel, and I'd really appreciate it. Plus, I'm pretty sure you guys are going to really enjoy this game. I am really enjoying it a ton, and I plan on doing some multiplayer games, as you can have up to 10 players at the same time in multiplayer. Also note, the season pass includes all released and upcoming maps. That's 6 maps, with the 4th map being released today on April 25th alongside a free update, as well as 3 more free updates are already planned with lots of new content. Those of you that love history and know what's happening here probably realize that the name of the game itself comes from the Greek version of Ramses II. Basically, that's what the Greeks called Ramses II, Ozymandias. So let's go ahead and start with our food tutorial here so we understand a little bit how we can get food. It's a fairly easy game and actually really enjoyable if you're doing something. Maybe in between breaks you can play this in the background, or especially if you work from home. For me personally, especially when I'm editing, I'm really enjoying playing this, so that's one of the reasons why I'm super happy that they decided to sponsor today's video, because I do play this a lot that you guys are definitely going to enjoy as well. So right here, Gertrude Bell, a British explorer, greets us and explains to us how everything goes. My expedition is nearly over, but I will return in 1901. Fair enough. I must explain what I have understood of this game I've discovered just before I return to Jerusalem. Ozymandias was a great king of the Bronze Age. Do you know the poem? This place is his creation. They painted a map onto a stone plinth. Look, this is the Fertile Crescent. Of course, everybody knows this is the Fertile Crescent, Mesopotamia, the area where the earliest evidence of farming has been discovered so far. So first, what we're going to do is we're going to click the food tab here, and we can select a few adjacent tiles that we can claim for ourselves. They do cost food. Right now, let's go ahead and claim some of the cheaper tiles. 2 tiles to the north. As you can see, it consumed a lot of our food. We only have 3 food. We're gonna click the hourglass right over here, and that's 1 turn that's gonna be passed. Now have gone up to 7 food, and we got a little bit of a mission here to control 6 river spaces. So let's click the hourglass a few times, and once we're ready, we can click again on food and get some more tiles around us. Boom shakalaki. Did you notice it became more expensive to expand further from your cities? The settlers have further to travel. You must build new cities. Open up the folder to see where they can be built and for how much. So we can save up a little bit of food in order to establish a new city. We got 31 food because we're getting significantly more now that we have more tiles that are within food producing areas. Let's click on the folder and we can establish another city, say in the northern bits over here. Plus we can even get another adjacent tile next to the city, and we can grow the city to level 2, and that means we've done the mission, haven't we? No, we need to get 7 population, 7 out of 10 population. Okay, that's fairly easy. We can just do that by upgrading our city another time, and we need 48 for that. Or we can just establish a 3rd city. There you go. We can establish one in the south and grow that city as well a little bit. Boom. And I think that is the end of the 1st chapter, which is the food chapter. Fairly easy. 2nd chapter is going to teach us how to manage our knowledge, 3rd how to manage our wealth, and 4th how to manage our power. But I've already gone through this, and I'm sure if you guys get the game, you can check out these chapters for yourself. I don't want to spoil anything. It's basically a simple tutorial. I want to show you guys the actual game, so let's go ahead and click single player. Now we have a lot of different scenarios here. We got the Fertile Crescent, the Asian map, the Indus Valley, Ganges Plains, Indonesia, China, the world itself, Mesoamerica, and so on. There's honestly a lot of these. Even the Mediterranean, probably one of my favorite, by the way, because it offers a lot of different cultures here. You can see at the bottom what cultures you have. So if you click play, you can choose any of the cultures assigned over here and play as any of those. Let's go back. Actually, I want to start in a different area, namely the Near East area. Basically, this map is one of my personal favorites because you have all of the most well-documented Bronze Age civilizations. So we have, for example, the ancient Egyptians, we have the Canaanites, the Hittites, the Myceneans, Assyrians, Babylonians, Elamites, and so on. We're going to start as the Egyptians. I'm actually a big fan of the Egyptians. You have have a different difficulty rating here. Egyptians are apparently very easy. They are an industrious city, so you have different bonuses for different civilizations. Egyptians start with 20 food, 30 wealth, and 30 knowledge. New cities do not cost more than previous ones. Growing cities cost 20% less. However, there's also debuffs. Flag technologies cost 2 research more, and food technologies cost 25% more. So, for example, if we were to start as the myceneans, we got different starting bonuses. Flags cost 1 food less. Flag technologies cost 2 knowledge less. Wealth techs cost 25 more, and reducing waste costs 30% more. That might be a little bit confusing, so let's start as the Egyptians. We'll try our best not to get destroyed and forgotten by history because our neighbors decided they wanted our lands. We start with 30 knowledge here, and it's best to use the knowledge to make it cheaper to grab tiles at the start. So for example, we could say go for this particular knowledge that allows us to grab river tiles 2 food cheaper. That means we can get this for 3, this one for 4, meaning we've already saved up 4 food by getting these 2 provinces like that from the get-go. There you go, we're expanding by 4 tiles now. Let's see what our neighbors are gonna do. They're mostly expanding by 2 to 3 tiles as well. The Canaanites are 4 tiles and they're coming towards us, so I'm probably gonna have a few issues with them. Let's say let's claim our first opportunity, which makes it so that we can claim a free tile in a river province. And let's go back to our knowledge. We can make it cheaper to grab plains tiles. Sure, we can do that as well. Why not? That means we can get 1, 2, 3, and 4 tiles for very, very cheap. Let's go skip another turn. Oh, this opportunity is pretty good because it's going to give us a lot of food. We have a lot of river tiles. We have like 5, 6 river tiles, so that's like an instant 12 food just from that. Let's also make it cheaper to grab desert tiles since we are the Egyptians and we mostly have desert to the east of us. I think it's a wise thing to do, right? We can also start by getting our first army. Let's send over the army to the border with the Canaanites, and let's grab even more tiles, of course. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna establish my first city over here and a secondary city in the southern bits. We can call this one pre-Alexandria, since Alexandria was established by Alexander the Great. This is before that, ergo pre. Albeit doesn't really make much sense since the Egyptians wouldn't call them Greek names, would they? Now, in order to expand, we also need to get some power, so we're gonna have to spend some of our wealth to buy power. And with said power, if we outnumber the Canaanite power, then we can grab the tile from them. So as you can see right now, we got 1 power, they have 1 power, so it's even. Nobody's gonna get that. We would actually have to buy 2 power then in order to get that tile. Conflicts already started around the provinces here. That's a good thing. Conflict means more opportunities, right, boys? All right, more technologies as well. Let's go for. And let's start getting some sea tiles whilst we're at it. Oh, I didn't want to click the desert one. That was a mistake, but it is what it is. Oh, we actually managed to do another mission. That's awesome. Another opportunity, that is, not mission. One of our opportunities actually gave us all the technologies for claiming sea tiles. So check out how cheap this is. 2 for this one, 2 for this one, 5 for these ones. Oh my god, I'm actually loving this right now. I just grabbed how many tiles there? I grabbed like 7 tiles in a single turn. That is insane. We cannot move that army because we don't have enough food right now. We can spend some of our wealth to lower the wastage of the various resources. We do have a certain amount of waste per turn. So right now we're getting 7 wasted agriculture or food, 1 wasted wealth, and 3 wasted knowledge, as well as 2 wasted power. So that's significant. We want to lower that. Let's go with lower the wastage of food, lower the wastage of knowledge, and that's essentially minimized as of now. Oh my god, look at the amount of fighting over here in the central part of the Mesopotamian lands. That does not look like a lot of fun to be placed over there. Kind of feel bad for the Canaanites that are pretty much in the middle of all this action here. It's honestly really important to get the power wastage technologies as soon as possible. It helps out so much, especially in the early part of the campaign. In fact, all of these are really important to get in the early part of the campaign, to be fair. Oh, actually, I'm wrong. Myceneans are expansionists. They're not industrious. That explains why they're so good at warfare now. I feel like I'm gonna get my kingdom destroyed by the Myceneans, but I really hope I'm wrong, though. If you hover over these nations, you can actually see how much each nation has when it comes to knowledge, wealth, and food, as well as power. power. Let's see who's got the highest power. I think that is the Mitani. Wow, okay. And they're also courageous. That is their unique trait. Fair enough. Sounds to me like I gotta be careful with the Mitani here. Oh, this technology really is gonna help us out so much. We just got one more wealth from desert provinces, and my boys, check out how many desert provinces we have here. It's most of them. It's also time that we get some more armies. Let's bring one unit over here so we can conquer the lands that the Myceneans tried to take from us, and let's get another fleet as well to protect our borders in the north, again from the Myceneans. Feels like our biggest enemy in this particular playthrough is the Myceneans. Kind of, in a way, historical, because there are historians that theorize that the sea people were, in a way, related to the Greeks or the Myceneans, maybe some pirates, rebel groups of Myceneans. Who knows? Nobody really knows. So that's kind of why all theories go, right? But realistically speaking, my personal opinion is that sea people were likely a sort of Punic colonies, i.e. Carthaginians or pre-Carthaginians that decided to go on a rampage. But that's a lesson for another day, obviously, not in this particular video. Holy snaps, we're getting 18 knowledge from getting this technology here because of the amount of cities that we have. And we also have 9 power. We got more power than anybody else around. Check it out. The next turn, we're gonna be getting 9 tiles just from conquering these tiles. Since we have a lot of food, let's also upgrade some of our cities here. We want to have a beautiful civilization, not just a big civilization, obviously. There are wonders, though, in the game. One of the conditions for winning a game is building wonders, which is shown as, okay, we just destroyed the Canaanites. All right, that's awesome. That means we did one of our missions, actually, because we had one opportunity to destroy an enemy civilization. There you go, grow a city to size 8. We can do that as well. And we can choose any technology. Obviously, we're going to go for this one here, which offers 25 wealth per turn now. And as I was saying before, building the pyramids is one of the wonders, and we achieved that by having 32 population, which is not so difficult to do actually as the Egyptians. We basically just have to upgrade our cities here. Let's go ahead and upgrade this one, and let's also annex all of the tiles of the previous Canaanite nation that doesn't exist anymore. There you go. We managed to get the pyramids now by having 34 out of 32 population. We also got the statue of Zeus from having 17 power. You just need to have 15 power to get the statue of Zeus. We captured 2 cities, which means we got the mausoleum, and getting the Great Lighthouse achievement requires that we have 100 spaces on the map. We got 7 crowns, actually. Is that enough to win the game? I guess not. That's why we're still continuing this, right? No, I was wrong. We did win. Apparently, you need to have 7 crowns to win, and we just got 7 crowns. Now, let's go back to the main menu. I want to show off a few of the other maps that I really personally enjoy a lot. The Asia map is really interesting. I feel like in this particular map, the Polynesians are the most powerful one, because the Polynesians over here have such huge amount of ocean tiles. Just doing the ocean research first and foremost equates to having insane amounts of wealth from a very early position. Plus, they're far away from everybody else, including the Huns. Wow, we got the Huns in this map. Okay, I never knew that. Harappans as well. We have the Kuru, Banchang, Dongson, Zhou, Joseon as well. A lot of different civilizations. But I really hope you guys check out the game for yourself. You'll have a link in the description. Like I said, you'd really be doing me a massive favor. Help out the channel so much if you do check it out. So don't hesitate. I really think you guys will enjoy it, especially if you like the more casual strategy game. And hey, if you do get it, you can always play with me. Just hop on Discord, and I might do some special Ozymandias games once in a while whenever we get a team up on Discord. So until the next time, check out this amazing video up next. And I want to give a massive thank you to all of my patrons, channel members, and Twitch subscribers. I would not be able to do this without all your support.